Is Silverdale baseball coach Lance Rorex joins us right here on Off the Bench on Talk 102.3. And, Coach, how we doing this evening?
We're doing good. I hate we didn't get to have you guys over on campus tonight, but this will be a fun phone call, so I'm excited about it.
We are too, man, and we just announced in the last segment, I'm not sure if you heard, but we are going to try this again in a couple weeks when the Buccaneers of Boyd Buchanan come over there for a big district or / region matchup there with your team. So looking forward to being out there, and fingers crossed that the rain holds off at least until after the game is over. How about that?
That'll be fun. Anytime the blue and the green get together, it's always fun. So, but we got several games before that one before we start looking into that. But that'll be a fun night. Yeah,
for sure. Well, let's talk about the team you were going to be facing off against tonight until it got postponed until Thursday. And the team you saw last night was Notre Dame. So kind of talk about, I guess, you guys' season up to this point, including last night's 6-0 win over the Irish, and kind of readjusting the schedule and getting ready to play a doubleheader against those guys on Thursday.
Well, I think all baseball coaches can say, like, we have it different because, I mean, our schedule is set out, but from week to week, man, things change so much, unlike other sports. So it's a grind, and it's a weird little challenge that we have. But I guess that's the nature of the beast. But the season's going well. We're sitting at 10-2, and it's a weird 10-2. We've won some ugly games. We've won some. We've played well some games. We've graduated 14 off of last year's group. So we knew coming in that it was going to be. We really didn't know what to expect. We know we had some good players, but how are they going to play together, and how was the pitching staff going to come together? And so we've gotten better every single time we've went outside, and it's been. Hopefully we'll be better Thursday than we were Monday. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, Coach. Thanks again for coming on. So, what does a baseball team? You're kind of getting into district play. Next couple weeks are big as far as those are concerned. But you get a rain delay. What's a baseball team do on a rain delay? You doing toss around? Are you focusing on academics? What do you got the Seahawks doing tonight?
So we brought the guys in together, and we kind of focused. Number one, we cleaned out our building. It had gotten a little lackadaisical, so we cleaned some stuff up and threw some trash away and made it look to the standard that it's supposed to be. And then we worked on some bunt game stuff. We worked on some first and third plays, and we swung it. So we kind of just, at this point in the year, we just try to find those things that we're struggling with in games. We try to pinpoint that in the very few practices that we get.
Yeah, for sure. Justin asked you this. So for people that don't know, I've seen you on the tractor driving by Bonnie Oaks a few times. Obviously, rain delays are probably not what you're wanting, kind of, dealing with the field conditions. But what is a rain delay routine for you, whether that's field prep or a game day routine for you, period? Like, what do you go through as a coach? We heard what the players went through, obviously, but what does that entail for you as far as personally for you, I guess, not just for you as the coach, but as the guy kind of making sure the field is in good shape for play?
Well, I'm lucky. So unlike most coaches, I get to be on the field as early as I want to. So if we have a rain day, normally it's hopefully getting the rain out of here, and then I'll get on it with a spike drag as early as I can to get the dirt opened up, and then I'll hop on a mower and get it lined off, and then try to at least be done by 1:30 or 2 o'clock, so then I can sit down and sit with some of my assistant coaches and kind of map out that game that night. But it's, we've got softball as well. We have soccer going on. So really on game days where all three of those teams are involved, it's kind of a busy day. But it beats teaching. So.
Yeah, Coach. So obviously you got a stretch with Notre Dame, Grace, CSAS, and BBS coming up, the Bucks. So is there any more? You're a little more familiarity with those teams and those programs. Is there any more or less preparation during your district games than there are maybe during like the pre and post run of those games?
Well, really, we just try to figure out. I mean, we've used the first 11 games of our schedule to figure out, what pitchers do we need to go in our district games, and who can we DH, who can play the outfield, what happens if this guy comes in. So really, nothing matters until you get to this district stuff. So as we hop back out of district, after Grace, we'll host Gordon Lee. Then it hops back into, okay, we saw some things that we didn't like. Can we try some new stuff out so we can get ready for Boyd the following week? So it's really just a lot of throwing stuff up against the wall and seeing if it sticks. So that way, whenever you hop into district play, you're confident, your guys are confident, and you kind of have an idea of what you're getting into.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Again, Silverdale baseball coach Lance Rorex joining us right here on Off the Bench on Talk 102.3. And, Coach, moving away from the baseball diamond, unless you've been living under a rock, I know you haven't, March Madness is going on. I know that you probably have filled out a bracket or 5 like me and Justin Sims here. How is your bracket after the first weekend, and is your Final Four still intact?
Well, you're going to hate me right here, but I don't watch basketball during baseball season. I watch a lot of college baseball. I watched Tennessee the other night just because I think you're supposed to if you live in the state of Tennessee. But other than that, man, I try not to fool with it because I've got too much other stuff going on. So I'm sorry I couldn't answer that question for you.
No, you're good. Well, let's go to SEC baseball then. Talk about that because obviously with Tennessee doing better since Tony V has arrived on the hill, a lot of excitement as far as baseball action up in Knoxville. But kind of talk about the SEC as a whole because I know you're a college baseball guy. Kind of talk about that and kind of how that correlates to like SEC football. Obviously football is king, but SEC baseball has some pretty rabid, strong fan bases as well.
Yeah, man, there's not many slouches in that league right now. So, I mean, with Coach Vitello coming to Tennessee, that kind of built a lot of excitement there. And I'm a Vanderbilt guy, so they're good as they always are. And you've got, local guys that are playing up at Kentucky. You got Landon Franklin, so I kind of get to watch him do his thing up there. And so there's just a lot of kind of local stuff sprinkled through the league right now. And my goodness, I don't matter if you're, top 5 in the country, you can still get beat by the bottom half of the league because it is so strong.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time to join us. And like you said, I hate we weren't able to kind of go out there and experience some Seahawk baseball firsthand. But, Mother Nature usually wins in these instances, and she did today. And so we're looking forward to being back out there in a couple weeks for the Boyd Buchanan game. So to see a big game right there and kind of check, see how the Silverdale Nation shows up for that baseball team and your student athletes. So, again, thanks again for taking the time to join us. Good luck Thursday in the doubleheader against Notre Dame, and we'll see you in 2 weeks over there at Silverdale, okay?
Also, I appreciate you. Thank you guys for having me on, and we'll see you soon.